Take two. Okay, how we doing, everybody? I had to do this again because I tried to do it a second ago, but I've been really busy today, and I realized that I haven't smoked any weed, so I rolled a joint, and I calmed the fuck down a little bit. I think everybody in the world could take that advice. Roll a joint, calm the fuck down a little bit, right? Okie dokie. Well, my name is Brian Nystrom, and you are listening to the Greenlight Weekend Podcast. If you're wondering if this podcast makes any revenue whatsoever, barely. But that little bit of revenue comes from my friends over at Dead Room Comedy, our one and only sponsor. I'm very proud to be associated with them. They're very, very funny. They're a comedy group and production company based in Denver, Colorado. That's comprised of 4 comics, 3 of which started their comedy career here in Durango, Colorado. They moved up to Denver and met a 4th in Jeff Stonick, and now they're unstoppable, everybody. They just did a little mini tour. They went to California somewhere. I know they stopped at Wise Guys in Utah on the way back. They're killing it. They had a live show that they actually just retired called Dead Inside. I had the pleasure of seeing it at the Durango Arts Center for the Four Corners Comedy Festival, and it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. They're working on a new live show called On God, I believe is the title. And yeah, they're just fucking hilarious. Go support them. You can give them a follow on any social media platform at Dead Room Comedy, or check out their YouTube channel, which is called Dead Room Comedy. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, they are the proud owners of deadroomcomedy.com. So go give them a like. Go watch the videos. They just finished up it was like a series of videos called Dorothy. It's super fucking weird, but it's like 3 parts, 6 minutes total. Fantastic when you watch it all together. I enjoy how fucking weird and smart these guys are. They're undeniably funny, and if you're a stand-up comic, that's all you can do. And they also have Sinbad do a read at the end of every video, which is funny because he's kind of shitting on their name, but they paid $60 for that read, so they're fucking using it, you know what I'm saying? All right, enough about Dead Room Comedy. Let's talk about our podcast today. Our podcast today is with the familiar face Bianca Rodriguez and a person that has never been on the podcast, Tony Bruhn. He's a very hilarious, visually impaired stand-up comedian. I think that's how he puts it. He's like mostly blind. Super cool fucking dude. I feel like this podcast was me and Tony trying to get to know each other like on a deeper level on mic, you know, having a good time, and then Bianca like going in and out of the room because she wasn't feeling super hot. I don't know. We might have all got COVID. But that was 2.5 weeks ago. Who cares? I banked some podcasts for the comedy festival because I'm smart like that and I'm busy as shit right now. So it's nice to have podcasts to drop every Friday because I love you and I hate everything else. I don't know. Comedy, podcasts, it's like my favorite shit. So I'm going to run with it, baby. Yeah. Bianca and Tony were here. Tony's a super fucking cool dude. He's a beast. If you're ever in Tucson, Arizona and get the opportunity to see Tony or see him somewhere else, I guess he spent most of his career on the road, but he's definitely one of the powerhouses of Tucson, and I've never even been there to see comedy, but he's so goddamn funny. I can't help but believe it. I think he's been doing comedy 7-8 years. It was a pleasure to have him in here. It's a bummer Bianca had to join, but what are you going to do? You know, I'm just kidding. I love you, Bianca. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this podcast. It was just over an hour. It was right after the Four Corners Comedy Festival. We'd all been partying our balls off. They'd been on vacation partying their balls off, so I'm sure their level of exhaustion was a little higher than mine, but still, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys all enjoy it. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for the intro, outro music. I fucking love them. Give us a follow on Instagram at GLW_podcast. We're on Spotify, YouTube. Believe it or not, all these stupid conversations have a video attached that takes me longer than anything else involved with this podcasting game other than the interview, which I actually enjoy. I wish I had somebody to do all this other shit, but we don't make money, so what are you gonna do? I'm gonna stop rambling. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I hope you enjoy episode 156 with Tony Bruhn and Bianca Rodriguez. So we're back at the end of the Four Corners Comedy Festival with some of Tucson's finest.
You.
Or at least one of Tucson's finest. I don't know.
He knows the deal.
I don't know if you're working your way.
And his dumb friend.
Well, somebody's got to drive him around.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Every blind guy needs a
It all
chauffeur.
works out, you know.
So
Every blind guy needs a bitch. He couldn't get a dog, so he had to get a mean girl.
No, well, dogs can't drive, so
That's
I was
true.
like, I gotta get a bitch.
So the first time you got in a car,
Tell him about the button. Can you see that?
there's a high button right here.
Fwah, fwah, fwah.
If you feel so
Dude, I
obliged.
can't reach
All
it.
right.
I'm gonna have to signal you. If
All
I
right.
kick you, hit the button.
Yes, massa.
Okay. See, it's a two-way street.
It seems that
We're
way.
both each other's bitch.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
true.
we're both. Okay, I was gonna say I don't know how we're both bottoms, but to be honest, I still don't know the difference between a top and a bottom, and I don't. Yeah, so that's why
One
I can't
goes
be gay.
underneath.
I
I think
think
it goes on top.
Uh-huh.
It's in the name. I don't know.
right.
Bianca, can you
Self-explanatory.
read?
Fuck you, Tony.
As long as she can read
No.
road signs, what do you give a shit?
Well,
right?
that's just he's calling back because I've asked him that before, like a fucking idiot.
She is asking about my for anyone watching, I'm visually impaired. I'm legally blind, and my shits don't work the way everyone else's do. This bitch fucking asked me one day.
It was like 3 weeks after I knew you too. We've been like texting and shit.
And you asked if he was literate?
She said, "Hey Tony, can you read?"
Nah, bitch.
I was like, "No."
I just guessed when I
Yeah.
texted you back.
I think I was drunk or something. I don't know.
I don't know if you were, but I'm gonna go ahead and say you were just for the story.
Oh man,
Sorry, you interrupted him. He was doing an intro.
I'm so
You
sorry.
piece of shit.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Tucson's
Tucson's finest.
Oh, yeah. Tony's here. I was also wondering what gave you the confidence to get in a car with this mad woman to drive to Colorado the first time.
I am a hoe for stage time.
Okay. So it's just
Opportunity.
strictly opportunist.
Yeah, 100% opportunity.
No matter the risk.
I took 3 buses, 2 trains to do a show in Oakland.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm crazy. I love comedy.
That sounds like quite the fucking adventure for the seeing impaired.
It's just a lot of sitting.
A lot of waiting.
Yeah, a lot of waiting. So, yeah. And she said there might be a spot in Colorado. I was like, I've never been there for comedy, so I'm down.
And then she drove you into the smallest,
The
whitest town.
Small, and then we came to,
Okay.
yeah, it's
don't
true.
shit on Dolores. You know how magical that place is.
I do find it magical. It's where I get my firewood. It's where I've had some of my best sets.
I
love
had a
Dolores.
blast there.
I like how you led with firewood.
Well, it's very important to me. That's how I heat my home in the winter.
I would know nothing about that. I
don't know nothing about that there. She-
Arizona, which is why I moved there.
What'd
No
you say?
winter in Arizona.
No, not really. I think we get like 3 weeks of cold.
Yeah, my mom lives in Phoenix, so I do prefer to visit in like November, December, because
Have
it's
you
like
done mics out in Phoenix?
yeah. So the first night I went out to Phoenix to do mics, went to I forget where it was, but I kind of got snubbed. It was like a bucket thing,
Oh, yeah.
and I got there early like an asshole because I just wanted to try to get up,
Yeah.
and then people just kept walking in and putting their names in, and they were getting drawn right away. Obviously the homies like
Yeah.
Bubba and Dustin.
I know Bubba. I know Dustin, too.
Yeah, Josh Harrison.
Yep. Josh Harrison's awesome.
Yeah, they
He's
were.
great.
That dude is hilarious.
Yeah, they were in here like a month ago.
Right on.
And the first time they did Colorado, I think,
Was
was
in
in
Dolores,
Dolores as
yeah.
well.
Nice.
Did they?
So it's a
went home?
trend.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't want to take credit for this, but like,
But I will.
yeah,
Sure.
I'm the one that's like, hey, Jill, I met these badass comics.
Yeah.
Because
That's cool though. Like,
when I
that's
was-
cool that you can do that. You know.
No,
Like,
it's
that's how I
awesome.
got Tony out here. I was like, Don't sleep on this guy. Like for real.
No, for sure. And you're funny as shit.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. I
and
try.
when it
Crushed
came
this
to
weekend.
Dustin and Josh, like I went to that first mic, got snubbed. And then I saw Dustin Cade walk in, and I was like, that motherfucker has to have weed.
Yeah.
Because I flew, so I didn't have any weed on me. And
Yeah.
at that point, I just wanted to get high if I was just going to sit there for hours.
Yeah.
So talked to Dustin, made friends with him, and then Josh is his homie. So, of course, we made friends.
Yeah.
And then the next night, they lined me out, and I hit 3 mics
That's
in a
awesome.
row.
Cool.
and-
Cool.
By the third one, man, I was pretty unflappable. Like, I just didn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to tell my jokes as hard as I
Yep.
can to this dive bar and try to fucking crush.
That's how you
And
do it,
Yeah.
man.
I've been doing most of the mics in Tucson, so my plan is to do that and then hopefully hit some in Phoenix when I get a little bit
I just
better.
did Phoenix before I came out here.
Nice.
Yeah. There's just mics, though. But
Yeah. It's still, it's a bigger scene, and you
Yeah.
can tell,
We-
especially.
Yeah.
we did 2 in one night, and I like doing 2 nights, 3 nights if you can. I love doing that.
Why
head
not? You're
trip.
already there.
Oh, yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
if you're already there, do it. Because
Yeah.
we have a mic almost every day in Tucson except for Mondays, I think.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then we have 2 on Wednesdays, I
We have
believe.
3 on Wednesdays. If you're gay as hell, you can go to the gay
Yeah,
mic.
gay/women mic.
whatever.
There's only those kinds of people are allowed. Not to sound
Separate but
bigoted.
equal.
Yes.
Or like bringing it back. You know,
Dude.
like let's try it one more time and
Yeah.
see how it goes.
I really wish. There's only a few times a year I wish I'm gay. June, because there's 3 shows I could get on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's basically during the Pride months, Pride
Why
appreciation,
don't you just identify
whatever.
as bi?
I've thought about it. I
thought
mean,
about
that's what
that too,
Elliot
I'm not
Weber
gonna
did.
lie. Yeah.
It's
He
a
lives
good-
with a
it's
woman.
Yeah, it's like a really good career move.
It seems to
think.
be.
I like how we're like only 5 minutes in. We just sound like a bunch of bigots.
We are. Yeah. Elliot Weber's ass is on the wall over here.
Oh, perfect.
I support.
I'm sorry, I came here to talk shit. I did my feminist manifesto the last time I was here.
That's right. I remember it. What a
time.
boring episode.
But at least
That
Bianca
was fun
promoted it,
for
so
me.
it got a lot of views. I'll
joking.
take
Yeah,
that.
no, seriously. I'm going to send this to all my dumb friends in Tucson, you know? So maybe we can open up a pocket there or something.
Open up a pocket.
Yeah, like a viewer, like subscribers.
That's what you should call your podcast.
What?
Open up a pocket.
That's-
Ooh, it's kind of
why?
sexy.
The only thing in my pockets are like chapstick and like wrappers from Lactates.
Tears from
so-
sad boys who've hit on you.
Okay. Yeah, I just carry those around
Yeah.
everywhere I go.
She's a mess in Tucson. Like there's just fucking. It's like watching a dog meet a red car. You know what I mean?
No, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Talking about all the as soon as you got there, all the comments like new female comedian.
Did
I
you
didn't-
feel like prey at
no.
all? Or
No.
Did it help you get on shows, do you think?
These are both two very different questions.
Agreed.
What was the first one?
Did you feel like prey at all?
No, because you know me. I came in very
Like
aggressive.
asshole, yeah.
I came in aggressive and intimidating. My very special front that I've worked very hard to create. And so nobody talked to me except for Tony, which I actually went up and talked to him first. But
It's because that was fucking hilarious.
yeah, but I mean, to be honest, like I was super intimidated, you know, because you're right. I have that advantage. So if I can't be funny, at least I can be hot, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the first time I did Laughs was like the Thursday after I got there. And Laughs is our comedy club there in Tucson. I think it's the only one really.
Mm-hmm. It is.
They do an open mic every other Thursday or something, and
You
it's
got
like
it.
we talked about this a little bit already, Brian. But it's very like that underground laugh therapy energy. Like everybody's there to laugh at whatever. It's one of the only mics where they have like an actual audience, and a lot of times it's like full. People that are not comics. So it's like my fun mic, right? Now it's my fun mic where I just go and I'm going to tell my shit that works just so I can get like an ego boost to be like, oh, that's right. This is why I do what I do, not be, you know, and a lot of our other mics in Tucson are like me and 40 dudes and
All
no
comics,
audience.
or-
Yeah,
All
like
comics.
mostly all comics, which is like where you really cut your teeth, right?
Yeah.
It's where you can develop
Yes, 100%.
jokes.
Especially now since they know me, they know that I'm not, like they're not going to get to fuck me, so I get to actually tell jokes and they're not gonna like
Good.
laugh out of pity. So if I can make a room of 40 dudes laugh with a joke, I'm like, that's a good joke.
Yeah.
No one's trying to humor me, which that's that whole thing about like being a woman, like do I feel like I was preyed on? Like no. I feel like everybody treats me like everybody else. Like I feel treated like a comic. I think that they have like a little hesitation because I think that they've had experiences with women in the past who have come through the scene that were, you know.
There's a whole bunch of mess in Tucson.
Yeah, we don't have to like get into that. But no, I think that I started getting on shows because I mean I'm kind of like the shiny new toy. You know,
Yeah.
they haven't heard my shit.
100%.
Yeah.
And then I write a lot, so I'm always like coming up with new. Like I'm not telling the same jokes over and over and over again unless I'm doing a set for an audience. Like I'll bring some like of my old stuff back, but I'm writing now like I was writing right before I left. You know, it's like pretty much new set. Maybe I'll try it, a couple of times, but not really.
There is a benefit to those comic rooms where it's all comics. You can't tell material. You
No,
can't tell
yeah,
polished
I
material.
agree.
It's a new idea scenario. And that's where a lot of beautiful things bloom. Like,
Yeah.
if
Sometimes
I'm
I will to piss him off, but
right, yeah, and especially if there's a couple strangers that you think you can make laugh.
yes, 100%.
Like, one table of non-comics can change what I do on stage. Like those fucking flight attendants last night that I never got a chance to
I
tell
was
jokes
mad
to.
at that too. I was like, I need to make these people laugh. And they're all different. They're like, ooh, comedy.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, I was upset about
So yeah,
that.
I don't know. I feel like I got booked. Enough of you. Back to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like just showing up at the mic and being consistent and being available is really all that they were looking for. And then,
And
just
new blood.
asking. Yeah, new blood. And I swear to God, as soon as people stop booking, like, I'm trying to quit. As soon as people stop booking me, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, she's gonna start doing improv.
This is my gag reflex is so high right now. Like, can we please not talk about improv? I'm just trying to, like, stay still in this chair,
right.
and that's not helping.
Is there improv rooms in Tucson?
There's one.
Is it painful?
Yes. Actually, no. It's actually a great room for
So-
comedy, but
yeah, it's a good room for comedy. It's
but-
cringy.
I dislike improv.
Yeah, I mean,
Same.
it's
To be fair,
weird. It's fucking weird.
I've seen it, I think it helps
Stage presence?
yeah, because like you're just, if it's improv, you're like constantly, it's
you
like
can learn
riffing.
that doing stand up too, though. Like
No.
my riffing came just from stand up. All my crowd work and shit, or just trying to improv a topic. Now there are improvers who can do it well, who do stand up also, but I just never seen a good improv show.
Right. I think improv is great for building confidence on stage, getting quicker with reaction time, just like riffing, whatever. I didn't really put much thought into it until Brittany Brave told me she's only been doing comedy 3 years.
She told me, it blew my mind when I heard that.
Yeah, but she did improv 6
like,
years
yeah.
before that in New York. So, like,
It's also New York.
right, exactly.
That's just that's if you don't do good there, you don't do good, right?
Right.
In
If
New
you're
York.
on stage consistently and getting any kind of positive reaction, you're probably a better performer than most people that are in like this scene.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
this is a small scene.
it's
to be
extremely small. Yeah. I mean, if we have 12 comics on a list, that's a good night. Half the reason some nights, if I'm having a shitty night, maybe I cut firewood that day and I'm tired and I don't feel like going out. Half the reason I go is because I want to make sure there's enough comics on the list to maintain this mic.
Damn.
Like, there's a feeling of responsibility there that, like, happens because I've seen mics go away because there just wasn't enough turnout for comics.
I respect the share of that. Yeah, get out of here, Bianca.
Fucking disgusting. Women, am I right?
I hear ya.
My girlfriend doesn't listen to this. It was a deal when we started dating. Every woman that's ever listened to this podcast has quickly cut ties with me.
What? Why?
I don't know, because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I say things in the moment to make my friends laugh that girls might find
I'm okay with
insensitive.
that. That's why I like chilling out with Bonkers over there.
Yeah.
She's pretty much an asshole too.
She's pretty savage.
Yeah, I like it though. Me
I
and
d-
her just constantly talk shit all day. It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, when we first met, I wasn't a real fan because she was my girlfriend's best friend, and she was protective of her friend, so she was kind of a cunt to me.
Yeah.
And I use that word meaningfully.
I
She's
say
kind of a
all the
cunt to
time.
me. I try not to throw it around.
I like
but
it. I like
that-
that word.
That was her reaction to me at first, but we became friends once she figured out I wasn't just going to be a piece of shit to her friend.
Yeah.
I guess that's the reason.
That's
she
a
was
respectable
dick.
quality for someone too. It's like I'm gonna make sure that my friend isn't with an asshole.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that. As a guy, I feel like you can't do that too much. I mean,
You can't do that at all if you're a guy. Well, you mean guy to a girl or guy to a guy?
guy to a girl. Like, if your friend has a new girlfriend, like, I feel like you can only vet so much.
Yeah, you can only say a couple things and like, bro, you're dating her. That's I don't even care anymore. But you're always sad when you call me.
Exactly. I have a friend that has had his heart broken many times, and he's like the kind of dude that once he like falls for somebody, he's
It's
like,
over.
let's go on vacation.
What? Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna take you to Disneyland.
yeah, he treats these women too well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then they're just fucking not ready for that kind of commitment, so they bail, and then I have to put my friend together.
Has he tried older women yet?
I mean, he's dating one now. Hopefully she's awesome.
Good.
I mean, so far awesome. My girlfriend gets along with her. That's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
Because if you're going to date my best friend, like, you have to
Yeah.
get along with my girlfriend because we're going to be around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he only lives a couple miles away, so we're around each other a lot.
Gotcha.
Like, we cross paths and whatnot.
And whatnot.
Bianca's coughing fit threw off our conversation.
It
I feel
did.
like.
I forgot what we were talking about. By the way, everybody, my name is Tony Bruhn.
I do an introduction before the podcast,
Oh, well
but
then.
yeah, Tony Bruhn.
Edit that part out. Like,
Nah.
like an asshole.
Takes way too long.
That's fair enough.
I didn't tell you about the intro. It's okay.
That's okay.
So you've been doing comedy, what, 10 years?
No, this is my 7th year.
7 years.
It'll be 7 in November.
Nice.
Yeah.
All in Tucson?
Yes, at least starting anyway.
Yeah.
I've been on the road a lot. Like,
Oh, yeah, right.
Did the whole West Coast. That was pretty. It took 2 weeks in a car with my buddy Roy Lee and Sindel, both comedians. It's a fun trip, man. I don't think I didn't do. I think I did good in every single room that I was in on the road, and that's what made me like want it more.
Yeah.
It's because if people just stick in their bubble and their scene and they never try to leave and get better somewhere else, I feel like you become stagnant.
And I feel like it's really easy to be just telling like local type humor. Like it may not be generally
Isn't
funny.
O'Reilly's crazy, guys? Am I right?
Right.
You like tires?
And here we live, I mean, this is a very progressive town. Like we have more gender diversity than racial diversity is one of my jokes. And it's fucking true. Like there's more trans people and like gay people.
There are
and
no Mexicans here.
we do. We do have some Mexicans.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really start hanging out with them until I started working in kitchens.
Right on.
If I'm being honest. I'm sorry, bro. That's just reality.
That's crazy. Isn't that, you know what's crazy is like a Mexican family came all the way to Denver, Colorado and said, I guess we'll just try their kitchen. You know what I mean? We'll just do a kitchen job instead.
I feel like I don't know, like one of my homies has been here from Mexico for 6 years and he's just grinding, trying to fucking come up in the world, you know? So it's
I'm
like,
not shitting on it.
where are you going to work, you know?
In Durango.
One thing I will say, white dishwashers, garbage.
I'm fine.
They want a lot of
Thanks
breaks.
for asking.
Oh, yeah, you good?
Dude, I think, not to be a pussy, but I think it was really the weed that sent me.
The window's open.
I know. It's smoky in here. It's just, I've been having shit with my voice all since, like, for the last, like, week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, dude, it's whatever.
So she agreed to a podcast.
Yeah. Perfect.
Hey, we're all bitches for mics in here, okay? We're all mic whores, all right?
I hear you. Did you get 2 cups of water?
This is straight lemon juice.
Okay.
It's I tried sour cream. It was in your fridge. I was afraid to
Aren't
open.
you lactose intolerant?
It just enough to get in my throat. You know what I mean? Not enough to like cause explosive diarrhea.
This is why I call her bonkers.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy.
But the lemon juice was helping. So
I'm glad we had amenities for you.
I feel like I just with that coughing attack, like the last of like this alcohol like left my body through my pores, which was good because that's what I've been trying to. It's just been 4 days of like drinking and I've just been a straight up. I don't know what y'all were talking about before this, but
We're talking about Mexicans.
yeah, no.
And you came in here and made it about yourself.
Yep.
We're trying to talk about bettering society.
Mexicans.
I want to
Yeah,
talk about how I was a straight up degenerate this weekend.
We all were.
Dude,
Yeah,
I did
dude.
not know I was gonna let
I knew.
this
I
much
knew the
loose.
moment we got into
I
Colorado.
wish you had told me
No.
because I came out here to do 0 shows, right? Because I wasn't booked for anything, and I ended up doing like 3.5, and then a mic. So, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was lucky enough to get 4 sets this weekend. I wasn't planning on it. Like, I was planning on doing 1 at the Powerhouse. Found out I got moved to the Arts Center. Was
Awesome.
so thankful.
It's a good room.
Well, and it's just a room I've always wanted to do.
I saw when I walked in, like, holy shit, this is
This is real.
Yeah, it was
Really,
awesome.
we made it.
And I fucking phoned in my whole set, man.
No, you did good, man.
Yeah.
Dave wanted me
you're
to
a
tell
bitch.
you again that
Cool.
he really liked your set and you shouldn't feel bad about it.
Especially since you opened and he did like okay before you, you know?
It's true.
Well, I'll take it. Thank you.
My behind the curtain introduction of Dave was even worse. So it was like a slow boil, you know?
The
Gotcha.
thing about Tony is like he's a special type of pretentious. Like I've seen him pull a Josh Fournier, which is like my favorite term now, where you just like turn the room, right? We've all seen him do that a billion times. But yeah, if I've seen this guy turn a room, so for him it's like if he didn't like completely conquer a heckler or turn a room, he's like disappointed when his set like was good, you know?
Yeah,
He's
the
like,
room was already
yeah, but I
okay
wasn't a
when I got
hero, you know, like that's Tony for you.
Yep.
Someday I hope to have that outlook, but right now I'm just like, as long as people were laughing, kind of,
You're right. It is like a pretentiousness. Like you can laugh better than that. Like, I'm judging the audience for not laughing louder.
If you didn't have like a full tragedy through the
Through
set,
yeah.
then you're like not happy.
I'm wearing
with
an opera
it.
mask when I go up there.
You're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you,
No, I'm still chasing that high from Sierra Vista.
dude. That was wild. So Tony and I were kind of talking before. I had been there maybe 3 weeks when this happened, but I met Rich Gary at a mic, and Tony and I had been talking. I was like, I feel like I could do a strong 15 minutes now. I have enough material where I could like do that and like have no problem.
It's confident.
Or maybe I said more than that.
You said 20.
I said 20, and Tony goes, I'd book you at 15. I was like, all right, like, way to be real. That's fine. Literally an hour later, Rich Gary texted me. He's like, can you do 20 minutes in Sierra Vista tomorrow? And I was like, I guess we're going to find out. He's like, do you know anybody else? I was like, yeah, Tony. Tony will come. So we went and did this. I don't know if you've ever been to Sierra Vista. I think that's where Autumn and her boyfriend, Matt Zemak, live now.
Yeah, I think they live there now.
But it's like a military town.
Pretty much.
And I did like abortion, polyamory, like all those like old stuff. I was like, I'm going to stay true because I had like less than 24 hours to prepare for it. And I went up, I think it was right before you, Tony.
You were right before me.
And it was the kind of laughter. It was like, I know you don't like my content, but you're laughing because it was funny. And that's not the same as like, I have everybody in my pocket, ha ha ha. That's still satisfying for me. But I did that for 20 minutes and it was fine. And then Tony went in there and he got them from, you told three jokes?
I got to tell 3 of the jokes I had planned. I had 20 minutes to do. They gave me 27 minutes. And I think it's because there's this heckler, sorry for clearing my throat, in the mic like a jackass.
Go outside and cough
yeah.
and get sour cream like a real person, Tony.
No, there was a heckler all night. He was heckling all night. And then he said something to you too. He was like,
Yeah, he
I'd
was
get
like,
you pregnant.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's weird to say to a comedian. To anybody, really, if
Yeah.
you just want. I'd get you pregnant just out of nowhere. Anyway.
Well, he knows you're going to abort.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. He followed your set.
Low risk.
Yeah.
He was listening. That's the crazy thing is he was listening, obviously.
Most hecklers are.
Yeah. But I was sick of hearing him. So I was like, when I get up there, if he talks to me, I'm going to roast the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And he did. And God bless him for consistently doing it, where I got to make everybody in the room laugh
At him.
For like 25 minutes. It was amazing.
So you barely did a set.
I barely did a set. It's the first time it's ever happened in my life, and I don't think I've had a set that ever
He
topped
won't
that
shut
high.
up
I
about
loved
it.
that set. It was insane. I've never gone that long on riffing and it working. It blew my fucking mind.
It was incredible. I was like I was so jealous and like just like wow, because that was the first time I've seen you like do that long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen him at mics and stuff before, but just watching him do that, I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna quit.
Felt like
You
He-Man.
should.
I know. I'm
I'm
trying.
just kidding. Somebody's got to drive Tony around. And you're only going to go if there's a mic.
It was incredible. It was really cool to watch. I came up with a new phrase that night, which I use a lot, where it's like Tony fucking crushed. I learned a lot. Like that's my like. It wasn't, but I do, and that's why we hang out too. Is like I learn a lot from watching him and other comics. But just
Yeah, she fits in pretty good with the group out there, man.
Good.
They're a bunch of degenerates also. We're a bunch of crazy people.
yeah. It's
You
been
gave me your
wild.
shit, whatever you did.
You've been sleeping next to me for 4 days.
I
Like,
know.
yeah.
I wasn't-
Although you shared a lot of joints with people this
That's true.
weekend, so don't.
Oh, Josh Harrison got me sick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, we shared joints. Multiple joints. And I kind of remembered him clearing his throat, but it didn't click until like the day after he left
I think
when
they're-
I felt it in my throat. I
Yeah.
was like, motherfucker.
I was counting the days because she had it since we got here. She had been talking all funky. It's
Yeah.
only gotten worse. You sound like
I didn't sound like this on Thursday night when I did that show, right?
You can probably
'Cause we
hold
did
it together
Thursday.
for
We did.
10 minutes.
I did a show on Thursday right before we left. It was fucking ridiculous, dude. This is what started everything, right? So I did a show in Tucson Thursday night, and then we left at I got up at like 4 a.m. the next day, which was great because when they texted me in the car at 2 p.m. like, hey, can you do a set? I was like, yeah, I have one from last night, that I can reuse, whatever.
Are you finally getting over that mental block where you're okay with telling material again? Because there seemed to be this period where you were just like, I'm not doing that set again.
yeah. I remember
yeah, because-
specifically yelling at you for that. That's dumb. Polish your shit.
Well, yes, but not at mics. So like I will redo stuff for shows where people are paying me or expecting like like the show I did on Thursday night was called Filth. It was fucking awesome. Like I can't.
It was a fun show.
It was a super fun show. It was like 5 of Tucson's like dirtiest comics. I'm so honored. Funny enough, like the only 2 of the 3 women that actually come to mics was on that show too.
Weird.
So I know, weird, right? But right, so that was like really close to my heart because I try to curtail whatever set I'm doing to that audience. So like at the Filth show, I did like all my rape stuff, like my
As you should.
Yeah, exactly. So. Right, but those are jokes that I've told before. I'm not like, I'm going to write new jokes for this. Like,
Right, but sometimes, like, I just wrote a new tag for the Adam's apple joke last weekend. And I've been telling that joke for fucking 6 months plus. And it's, if you don't tell it, you don't work on it. Sometimes you don't get those tags. Like,
right. Well,
I just want you to be awesome. Like,
that's
your
really
jokes
sweet.
could be at the next level. If you tell them like 3 times, then you're like, it's a showcase.
Don't put a limit on it. You
I'm
can
gonna
always
drop
tell
this-
a joke differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was hard when I was doing 1 mic a week. Now I'm doing 4 mics, 5 mics a week, and a show.
Which is why I'm
So,
encouraging you to
I am.
polish.
I am. Tell him, Tony. I am doing that. I am
I
retelling
also
jokes
I
and
also know the
stuff.
shit out of her about these things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have been. I mean, I won't tell them again at mics. I'm like, especially if they're already worked, like they're good, but like.
But
that,
you never know when it's done.
agree
That's
with
what
that
you're.
statement.
My whole point here is you're like, I feel like you have jokes that are done, and I don't. Like, I don't feel like I have any jokes that are done.
No, I don't feel that. I don't feel that way. I definitely have like sets, and I'm like, this goes well with this or this, and I mix and match a lot.
Right.
But I'm always open to like, oh, there's a new tag on that, and we do that all the time now. It was different when I was doing 1 mic a week, and I had new stuff that I wanted to try, and right, part of
that's
the
fair.
I
get you.
part of
You're
the
writing
appeal
all
of
week.
moving to Tucson is like, yeah, I'm gonna do 2 mics on Tuesday, and I'm gonna tell this joke, these jokes, and then I'm gonna do them again, and maybe add this, like,
Yes.
so that REI joke, I told that. I
hate
don't know
that
if
joke.
you love that joke. Did you hear? I don't know if you heard that one. Well, okay, so I have this joke about REI, but there's like not that many outdoorsy people like in Tucson at comedies or like at the mics or whatever.
Trash
so,
people.
Yes.
But everybody like kind of figured it out based on the context of what I was talking about. But I got off stage and they were like, "What's REI?" And I was like, "Oh fuck." Okay, so now I have to change that joke depending on where I'm telling it, like Dick's Sporting Goods or
Right.
like whatever. and
Bass
that,
Pro Shop.
yeah, Bass Pro Shop. Like, what is REI? Think like, Cabela's, but less racist or whatever.
That's decent. Yeah.
So
And
I'm doing that, and you wouldn't know that because you're not out there with me. But like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm retelling jokes, and then we're working on all
Good.
kinds of stuff.
I just felt like, yeah, and I totally get where you're saying you were writing all week, and you were like, now I'm excited about this fucking
thing,
set.
yeah. I didn't think
I
about
get that, because especially at a, less than full mic, like, it's so much easier to tell new shit that you're excited about
Yeah.
and play. It's easier to be playful when you're telling shit that you have no expectation for, rather than telling shit that is killed
Yeah.
before and then bombing.
Well, and then
That
getting
hurts.
to go to a mic the very next day. Like
Yeah,
that's
totally.
that takes a lot of pressure off of like, yeah.
This one mic.
So is that really only the mic you guys have right now?
Yeah, right now, man.
Damn.
Well, most of the places that put us up are gone from COVID. And
Oh, yeah,
there's
yeah.
literally
happened in
businesses
Tucson,
that are
too.
just vacant that were the best rooms in town, or at least one available room. But we've been in damn near every bar in Durango, and most of them don't want us. If I'm being
I believe
blunt.
it though, because
Yeah.
you guys are the only game in town, and everybody. I think that's pretty awesome that every bar's had you pretty much.
Well, except that's the thing, Steamworks or whatever is a family establishment. You know what I mean? They have
Gotcha.
zero interest in having us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hopefully try to set something up on the back patio after 9 or whatever till close.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that
'Cause
would be
that's a nice
fucking
patio, too.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe there could be a bartender out there that's making more tips because of that or whatever,
Yeah.
because there's got to be an upside for them
Because there's a ton of people in that restaurant all the time.
constantly.
It's ridiculous. I was like, holy shit! I didn't know. I thought all of Durango was in there. Do you know what I mean? was
It pretty
insane.
much is daily. It's pretty ridiculous. There's a population of the town that goes to Steamworks for lunch and drinks a beer or two every day and then goes back to work.
Mhm.
You see them when you're working there. And I don't know. It's weird how they've monopolized most of the food business in this town.
They're great. I love.
It
them.
was good.
I also love Steamworks. I cooked there for
Good
a year.
people.
Fucking love them.
Good people.
That's where I learned how to cook. Brushed up on my Spanish. You know what's
Nice. Yeah, I noticed you were speaking Spanish when I got here. I was like, holy shit. There are a lot more people in Durango that know Spanish than I thought.
Well, I always hung out with the Mexican kids.
Yeah.
That's facts, dog. And my dog listens better to Spanish than English.
I heard that's what it was. You were talking to your dogs in Spanish. I'm like, this motherfucker is talking. All right.
They don't listen in English. It's bullshit.
9. What the fuck, you dog?
Yeah, they only listen to German and a few Spanish words.
Oh.
Are we boring you over there, Bonkers?
No, I'm just.
I feel like you were the biggest advocate for this podcast.
I'm the biggest advocate for this podcast.
You text me more than any other podcast guest ever has.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she wants to
thought
let you
that
know how
was-
bad
I
this
thought-
podcast
I
is.
thought that was because we were friends and we were just talking. No? Okay.
Okay. Sorry. I always felt like I was working. Whenever somebody else asked me about a podcast, I'm like, try to be blunt and just like, whatever works for you.
That's the thing. It probably has more to do with my personality because most of your podcast guests are dudes, so they're like, and that's how dudes are, right? What are you doing? I'm home. Cool. And you just show up. But
That's
women
true.
are like, I'm trying to plan my week. Taylor and I are supposed to have lunch at 5:00. Like after that, I'm gonna do this. So like, what? What do you mean?
Right.
It's like my mom and my dad trying to plan vacation. My dad's always just like, whatever, and it drives my mom crazy.
Yeah, the Dead Room Boys hit me up a week ago. They were like 11:30 on Sunday. I was like,
Yeah,
word.
and they're doing shit.
And I
so
left.
That makes sense.
To go get Dave, came back, and at 11:25 they were in my driveway.
Yep.
And we
They're on
never
a
talked about it
schedule.
again.
They are on a schedule.
It's because of Jeff Stonick. We found that out on the last podcast. He is their father figure. Like when he got a text that Josh landed and he took off his headphones literally and was like, "We have to go." I was like, Jesus Christ, let's do a closing statement or something, motherfucker. But he was like, "You don't understand. If I'm not strict with these guys, we'll never fucking get there." So that's silly.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's nice to have
It's
a
good
Jeff
to
Stonick.
yeah.
I think he definitely upped their level. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Was he the
Jeff's-
one with the fucking ladder joke, the dick in the whatever?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Elliot.
Elliot.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Pro tip, put it in your mouth.
Yeah, hilarious. Sorry, they're both funny. They're all funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was hanging out with them in Pagosa on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
What's today?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Sunday. And I like the name of their Dead Inside because I found like a parallel between how they actually are and the name of the show. Because they're all a little bit dead inside in their own way. I think like
I feel like that's
I don't-
comedians.
it is,
Uh-huh.
but like I don't think I saw Jacob Jonas laugh at all, like all weekend long. It's just like that's just his face constantly. I was watching Josh Fournier just like he's doing amazing like at this show in Pagosa, and Jacob just I got a video of it on Instagram. He's just like sitting like this in a chair like eating a sandwich, just like falling asleep. It was super funny. And then I was standing around with Josh Emerson, and someone came up to him and was like, "Man, you're really funny." Da, da, da. And Josh was like, "Oh, thank you." And the guy walks away and he turns and goes, "See, that just doesn't. I feel nothing. Like, that doesn't matter anymore."
Yeah.
And then I watched
like
Josh Fournier cracking himself up on stage, and as soon as he gets off stage, he's just like,
Mm-hmm.
It's like when the audience comes out after a show. It's like, that was really funny. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
"That's all
Yeah,
you have to
thank
say," because
I have default reactions now.
Yeah.
Well, the compliment's not about you; it's about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had,
So-
well,
Acknowledge
if
that. Well,
they had a good time.
and without them, we'd be talking to chairs anyway.
Oh, you know the bald heckler dude from last night?
Yeah.
That motherfucker has seen many, many shows.
Yeah, it's
He
so
usually
weird.
stands in the back and he's like, "Not funny," like to where you can hear it, and then eventually he gets run off. I've seen him get kicked out of almost every single place I've ever seen him.
Guy loves comedy.
Oh man, I love him.
Last night was the first night I made him laugh. I shit you. For months.
Really?
Months I've been trying to
I
make
just
this
made
motherfucker
fun of him
laugh.
and he loved it.
Yeah, you had him. Maybe he was just in a good mood. He seems like definitely.
I thought he was lying. 'Cause
Bipolar.
I was waiting at the bar. I think I got there like an hour early, and the game was on. Now some guy was being nice dude next to me was describing the game for me.
Yeah,
It
he's
was
cool.
like, it was
Yeah.
like, thanks, man. No, it wasn't the bald dude. The bald dude came in and he was annoying immediately.
No, but that old dude comes to a lot of mics.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Douglas?
Dan.
Oh.
I don't know.
This is some
Who?
dude named Douglas. But
Oh,
anyway,
word.
that bald dude walked in and he goes, "Yeah, I know this comedy scene pretty well." he didn't even ask anyone's name or hello or anything. He's like, I know someone
Yeah.
told him about the mic. And I was like, okay. But he was already drunk when he got there.
Yeah, we all hate him.
Okay.
That's how we know him.
All right,
is
yeah.
He's the fucking guy that will stand in the back and be like, not funny. Just like until he gets kicked out. Inevitably. Like I've seen him stop getting served.
What's
at
his
every
name? Do
bar.
you guys know
I
his
have
name?
No clue.
That's
You guys
amazing.
you guys gotta make friends with him.
No, you keep that. You keep that's the Joker and Batman. You keep that chemistry
yeah,
for that.
arm's
for,
length. Yeah.
Mm.
Fuck that guy.
That's hilarious.
All those shows this weekend, just like the whole last 4 days is just like a blur.
It was weird.
It
It
is
was a
so weird.
lot.
Like I don't feel like a person.
It was
right
a
now.
lot.
It was like
That's how I felt yesterday.
so wild.
I went
You know
to the
what's-
gym this morning, sweat that shit out. I'm good.
I went for a run yesterday and almost died. And then what else did we do? Yeah, see, it's like
I was not hungover then. I think I was still drunk when I woke up.
Nice.
yeah.
Not today, but after the
Dirty show.
Yeah, after the dirty show.
Dude, that was crazy.
That was fucking nuts,
oh my
dude.
god.
I've never seen that patio
That
like
was
that.
so wild. It
That
was
was-
so wild that there were that many people in there, that belligerent, like seemingly belligerent, and then you could just make them stop talking.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would ride
They
with
were
you
Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy.
if you were aggressive enough.
Yeah. I
Oh my God.
rewatched my
Oh,
set and I was like, holy
we were
shit,
both
Tony, you
so
were just
smashed.
I was smoking on stage like a jackass.
No, it was awesome, dude. I loved you.
I was
watched
so,
it. It
I
was
was
great.
so drunk. I've never done comedy that drunk before, and
Me
I
neither.
pulled I put those jokes to bed. The ones that I told, I was like, I'm never telling these
Just
again
don't tell him drunk.
because they're never.
You missed punchlines on your jokes.
I did.
I remember watching that. I was like, totally missed that punchline.
Yeah.
Just
But-
telling horrible shit without the funny part.
Well, I did. I
So
did
I've
some
had
of it.
abortions, right? And then just move
Listen.
on.
Daddy, right?
Y'all. I don't know. Those are the jokes that like really crushed that one time, right?
Right.
So I was like, they're never gonna be that good again, and I'm always gonna be disappointed when I tell them. But guess what? They live in my heart, so that's where they came from when I was blackout drunk. I wasn't blackout, but I was like pretty
Yeah,
drunk.
you were.
I was not. Definitely, I was not blackout drunk
Does
that
blackout
night.
mean passed out?
You
No.
can be walking in blacked
No,
out.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing is
Not
Sure.
me, but some people.
right. No, I was not because I made a lot of decisions that night after that. So I was not blackout drunk. I was pretty drunk though, and so those jokes lived in my heart, and that's where I pulled them out of nowhere. Because I didn't do them well, but like it's amazing I could put the words together in the right like this.
There was a few
Most-
people that
Oh
just
my
made
God,
that
it's
room work
so
because that whole
wild.
room and everyone in it, like comic or regular person, audience member, was on the same level of drunk, and it was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah. It was
'Cause you watch
11
it-
o'clock.
Yeah, that's true.
It was 11 o'clock in the back patio of a not usually that poppin' bar. And it was packed.
was
It was
fucking
so fun.
packed.
It was
Yeah.
so fun. I had way too much fun, but like I would do it again. I don't think I hurt any more people than usual.
She kept her
I-
quota down.
Yeah.
I did. I like hurt. Like I didn't hurt too many feelings. I don't
I don't think you could hurt feelings in that
I don't
room.
think I've had this wild of a weekend, and it's because like from the stress of moving and not having fun, right? Working on myself, like being sad, to come here to my safe space. Like I'll just let, like
Elliot does it. Elliot loves this place.
it's like
When Elliot gets here, he basically takes off his shirt and he's like, let's fucking go.
this is the question that I keep asking myself when I think like I'm trying to encapsulate the whole weekend and how wild it was. Like I don't know, I'm sure neither of you can relate to this, but like has a man ever stopped to take off his earrings so that he can fuck you? Like have you experienced that before?
Did you fuck Jeff?
'Cause it will
Is that what
change-
happened?
It will change your life. Like I was like, are you about to kiss me or are you about to throw hands right now, my guy? Like what?
Were they hoop
You know
earrings?
what? It doesn't matter.
Does he look like a pirate?
It does not matter.
Fill in some motherfucking blanks.
It doesn't
You can't
matter.
just drop that on me.
No, okay.
White
I
or
don't know.
black?
Are you talking about the earrings? No,
The
here's
man.
the thing. Here's the funniest thing is I wanted to so bad. I wanted to steal one of his earrings so bad.
It was a hoop earring.
I wanted a souvenir.
I know
Like
who
I was like,
this
I
is.
can't believe this is my. But like, how rude would that be to like steal someone's?
He
like,
stole him.
How rude would it be to steal someone's like entire personality? Do you know what I mean? Like, that'd be
Hey,
so
you slept with
rude.
him. I don't know why you're bagging on the earrings now.
There's a lot of a lot of men are wearing earrings and painting their nails these days.
I
Yeah.
noticed the
One in
painted nails
particular.
lately.
He looks like a fucking pirate.
Bianca just wanted to come on the podcast to brag. I got laid this weekend.
Good for
It'll
you.
change
Yeah.
your life.
Good for him.
It'll change your life.
I know he's recently single. He needed some love.
Can I see the thing? Can you open that?
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Are
No.
you glad you brought an extra?
Was this the person
thank
that
you.
was supposed to be at the festival?
Oh, I don't know
that
who
you're
you're
talking
talking about.
about?
Yeah. You're just talking. I mean, supposed to be or was at the festival?
That's what I'm saying. Like, would I know this person that you're talking
I
about?
don't know. I only know one dude with hoop earrings with painted nails
You need to pay more attention. They're out there.
that I saw
Yeah,
you flirting with.
man.
Let's say that. My bad. My bad for assuming.
Yeah, don't be rude.
Okay.
I just remember going to that other fucking bar afterward and getting annihilated.
You guys went to another bar?
No, I don't know. I fucking lost her like early in the night. So I was just walking around with the other. I was walking around with Steph Darnell for a little. I don't even think he knew I was talking to him. I was just following somebody I recognized from the other fucking bar.
Right.
And then I drank more at the other. What's that bar called? The one,
Rancho?
the Ranch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't remember that. I always think it's like something's. It doesn't matter. But I got fucking wasted there, and then I went up to the house and fucking fell asleep on the goddamn sidewalk.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Oh, man. That
Well,
was
if you're going to get fucked up, half a
wild.
block away is the place to do it.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is we got to my house and you were laying across the porch, but the front door was unlocked. Like it wasn't like you tried the handle and then didn't go inside. You just were like, I'm gonna lay down here now.
He's
Like,
just
I don't
a
know what I
Are you,
was
respectful
doing.
are you
cat.
afraid of the steps? Are steps harder when you're drunk, Tony?
They are.
Steps are harder in general for me.
Fair enough. They vary, shape and size.
Yeah.
Especially in Durango where everything's like 1,000 years old.
Durango is very much like Bisbee, Arizona, but you guys have like money.
I haven't been there yet. I need to
Think
go.
of Durango, but if all of it was on meth.
Try not to think of
Yeah,
Durango.
Bisbee's where Stanhope is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I opened for him a couple years
Oh,
ago.
yeah,
at
dude.
The Chuckleheads thing.
Was
That's where my favorite place. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Go
That's
for
one of my favorite mics when it first opened up. That was fucking gnarly. Bisbee's a awesome little town. It's so fucking artsy, but
I gotta
like,
get out there.
it's awesome.
Art/meth.
Art/meth, you know.
Right.
It's like if Nogales in Canada had a baby and then immediately gave it meth. Yeah,
Right. Well, arts and meth sometimes go together.
I think
used
that's
to
how
have
some of the best art's created.
Right. Yeah, I used to have a meth head neighbor, and one meth binge, he took apart the whole engine of this like 70s Charger and painted every piece either purple or green.
Wow,
It looked badass when he put it back together.
that sounds awesome.
Well, he actually didn't get the whole thing back together,
yeah,
but
'cause you have
like
to be on
what
meth
he
again.
yeah, what he got together looked pretty badass. Looked professional. So, I don't know. Use it as a tool.
Yeah, that was my one bragging right. It was Chuckleheads and Stanhope. I was like, I did something cool, guys. That was me. I did that. Look at me. Look at me.
Well, that's like next level cool. That's like a dream
Yeah.
spot.
If I committed suicide tomorrow, then I'd be like, at least I did that show.
Open for Duck stand up.
Please don't. Not in my house.
I'm not gonna do it in the car. I'll go back to the ranch. I'm like, you guys remember me? And they won't remember me. And then I just blow my brains out. Like, what do we do to that guy?
Y'all have any new favorites from this weekend? People that you saw that you met that you're like, this guy, this
Brittany
girl,
Brave.
Brittany Brave was
she's a
dope.
crusher.
So fucking good.
And
How do you get so
amazing.
much energy in that tiny little bit?
It's not even that. There's
So
no
tiny.
wasted time in any of her sets.
Mm-mm.
It's all fucking solid punchline or just the perfect setup to the next punchline. Just like fucking boom.
Yeah, the Italian shit.
I
when
fell in
she's-
love with it, man. It was
me,
awesome.
Me too, man. Brittany Brave was super cool. I was
Steph was also hilarious. to me.
Steph's a savage.
Jesus Christ, was that guy hilarious?
Yeah, Steph. I always felt I want to see Steph do 30 because
Yeah.
I think I've seen him do 20, but he just gets hotter
Yeah.
and hotter. Like I haven't seen him like come down the other side yet. I've never seen him like exhaust. He just gets better and better, and I feel like his set ends before he's really on fire. You know.
Yeah.
So I want to see him do like a long set because I think by the end everybody's gonna be crying.
I just couldn't believe how hard I was laughing at that motherfucker. I don't know. He's just something about that dude. He's like a perfect roaster.
Yeah, he's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Funny dude. Came from Atlanta. I'm sure you got to be pretty savage out there. I've only done one mic there, but
I don't remember anything we talked about, but I remember talking to him at that ranch about this. Like, dude, your shit was so fucking funny, dude.
He killed at the Dirty Show too.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I get to see him the rest of the weekend.
I really enjoyed watching Josh Emerson in Pagosa because I'm not trying to sound any bad. I don't remember him like from before. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or it's been a long time.
You just weren't there.
But like, no, like before.
Oh, yeah.
Like before
he grew.
you before.
Yeah, he grew.
Yeah, well, right. But I just don't like remember his sets before. Like I remember, Josh and Elliot. Elliot.
Jacob. So glad you decided to do this with us today.
I can't even be mad. She's the only reason I'm on this podcast.
No, man, I wanted to have you. I would have went and got you.
Oh, no. I meant because I would have never met you guys.
Oh, right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
So you don't remember Josh? Okay.
All
Jesus
right.
Christ. Bianca's dying. I've never...
Feel better.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to get sick. Well, you're sick already. We shared a joint. Now I'm going to get sick.
I don't think I'm sick, though.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's true. I don't know. I didn't have that. Goddamn, lady.
She's just dying.
Yeah.
I haven't even relit the joint. I thought about it twice. I was like, no, I don't want to kill Bianca.
No, she's going to die.
Yeah, usually when we do podcasts, it's either too hot or too cold, so I never open the window.
Yeah.
And I forget how much weed we smoke. And it's crazy to open the door, go to the other side of the house, and then just see
steaming.
Yeah, it's like a volcano just going into the house that makes all my girlfriend's clothes smell like.
I thought you were going to say, this is why before every podcast we don't let women in here.
I try not to be honest. I got a little bit of flack from the community, very progressive, and it was just girls that wanted to be on the podcast. How come you don't have women?
Oh, I don't know. Do we talk?
Yeah, exactly. I usually, with women, I just wind them up and then sit back and hear the feminist rant.
I just stopped talking. I was like, and then they have to how some of them are being nice, and then like, so how about you? I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. I'm gonna go over there real quick though. It's nice talking to you. And they get to get it off their chest.
Yeah, I try to be nice, but I don't always listen.
I don't always listen either. And also, you can it's like real life scrolling. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, what were we talking about before?
No idea.
Bianca
Bianca had a coughing
She
fit.
changed the subject and left.
Yeah.
Fucking power move. I'm not even mad at her now.
And she changed the subject to a show we weren't at.
Yeah.
She's just like, here's something only I can tell you. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Rude.
I'm gonna go die now, she said.
I hope so.
No.
I'll just leave her for my girlfriend to find. She should be the one to do it.
And then we can take Bianca's car to go get something to eat.
Ooh, gets way better gas mileage than my shit.
Yeah.
I drive big vehicles that get terrible gas mileage, but they're handy. You still dying, or
You all right there, bud?
you realize this is a podcast? It's not like this isn't your set where it takes you 45 seconds to get your shit together. And everybody's
she's reading her note cards right now. What was I gonna say after?
Yeah.
Don't remember, Josh.
Yeah. So
Whiskey.
whiskey? Yeah, there's whiskey.
Yeah, I know. I had some.
Yeah, help yourself to whatever's in the kitchen,
Thank
Bianca.
you.
It seems like you're
Whatever
going
keeps
to
you
anyway.
alive. Yeah.
You started coughing and just started opening all our shit. All the cabinets, the cupboard.
Well, I already knew it was in there from before. So there was sour cream. And then I was like, oh man, I bet whiskey will help. It helps everything.
It really does.
My throat, my feelings.
The feeling in my throat. We've already tried to change topics 3 times because of you.
What do you mean?
Because you just come in, change the subject, and the
And then you
subject you
left.
changed it to was a show that neither of us were at.
What show?
The one in fucking Pagosa.
Pagosa.
You were talking about Josh Emerson.
Yeah, because
you
we were
don't
talking about
remember him?
some of our favorites.
Oh yes, that's right.
Ah.
That's right.
Oh.
So why is he your favorite?
No, I just.
She just didn't remember him, and she was
Yeah.
surprised at how good he was.
Oh.
This is what it sounds like.
And then it was cool to get to watch him.
Yeah.
I know I've seen most of these cats this weekend. I just don't know who the fuck is who.
because I can't see them.
Yeah, well, that and
I don't know their voices well enough
yeah.
yet.
Well, when you asked if you have any new favorites, to be honest, I don't remember everybody's name. Like, it was good to see Zach Abeda. He did great. Steph crushed. You know, Dave did really good, which was awesome to see at the Durango Arts Center. They fucking... I mean, his hosting set was fine. It was good. He got everything rolling, whatever.
Yeah.
But his showcase set was really good.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, that's the thing about having the two different venues. I missed half the comics.
Yeah, I hear you. I heard the other show on Saturday before the Dirty Show was fucking lit.
It was packed. My buddy Keith.
God damn it.
Keith Winchester, for all the podcast listeners, threw up in the hallway to the bathrooms of the Durango Arts
Yeah,
Center.
Kelly told me that.
Wow.
It's fucking funny.
Cost Dave and Jill a cleaning fee. And then fell, I think he walked
That's
like
not
6
surprising.
people because he like backed his chair up into some dude's wife.
What?
And then they walked out immediately. And then he fell through the row of chairs behind him. So it was cool they weren't there anymore.
He just needed some attention. He wasn't on the show or what?
Who was this?
Our friend Keith Winchester used to do comedy every now and then,
Okay.
but he's not. He's been my co-host a bunch on the podcast.
Okay.
He's actually a very composed gentleman in day-to-day life.
Nice
but
guy.
for whatever reason, before this 7 p.m. show, 7 p.m., bro. Everybody understands being shit-faced at an 11 o'clock
Yeah.
show. A 7 p.m. show.
You're just getting started.
Couldn't stand up. Before the show, he spilled a full beer.
Oh
Went
my
and got
God.
another one. Went and got another one. The guy came to mop up the mess, and he literally just picked up his legs, like didn't move his chair.
Wow.
And I didn't take him there, so I was just seeing this as an observer. But he's also my friend, so I don't want him to get arrested or anything. Like,
What was funny for me is I walked in that show and I like saw Keith outside and he was like, Bianca, and I just kept walking.
Yeah.
And then I heard that he had just thrown up.
Yeah.
So he looked great for
Someone
that.
who just threw up.
Yeah.
well,
looked
at
great.
least after he threw up, he was like, "I'm too drunk to be here." And we were like,
Hmm.
"Probably."
Hmm.
But I couldn't drive him. I was already drunk. I wasn't on the show. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't even sure I was going to be on the Dirty Show yet. So,
Yeah.
And I figured if you're going to do the Dirty Show, do it drunk.
Oh, dude.
If you want to be on their
was that
level.
Saturday or was that
Saturday.
Friday?
That was Saturday. 'Cause that was the drunkest I've ever done comedy.
Me too.
Ever.
Me
Right
too.
after my set.
And do well, honestly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right after
Is
my
that you,
set,
Bianca?
I had I went up to Emma and was like, "Will you drive us home? I'll give you money and a joint." She was like, "Yeah, the
Dude.
car's at the powerhouse." And so our walk over there is when I realized how drunk Kelly was,
Yeah.
because all of a sudden she was not doing great
No.
walking and whatnot. And we made it home. I gave Emma way too much money and a joint because I was so grateful.
Yeah, I
Just
would be
like,
to thank you for it.
I don't even
Look,
especially noticing how drunk my girlfriend now is. And then
it's so funny because I came here to get Jacob Jonas's jacket to
Oh, yeah.
take it, and she just like busts out of the house like both of the dogs are barking, and
Well,
she
did
just
you-
got like makeup
did
all
you
down
call
her
her
face, and
or
she was
anything?
like, I did,
Okay.
but she just looked like a trash. I was like, she looked like a trash gremlin. I was like, you look how I feel. I'm gonna go drive an hour to go tell jokes outside. Yeah. Which why aren't y'all going up there to Pagosa to go do the mics that Betsy puts on?
I wish I could have.
I
Because
would.
she's cool as hell. Have
Yeah.
you had her on the podcast?
I don't know. We used to be like writing buddies. We had like a writing group. Me, her, Drew, Max would join sometimes. Like
She's great.
we're in the friend circle, but I didn't know about the mic. Like she doesn't really talk to us, to be honest.
I mean, she posts stuff on Insta. I see it on Instagram.
Huh.
The stuff that she posts.
I'm
you know?
actually not on social media that much.
Maybe
I'm a
she
busy
should maybe she should
motherfucker.
post in the. I don't know. I just like spend a lot of time like talk. So I went to that show and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go late enough so that I don't have to tell jokes. I want to make sure the mic is over when I get there and I just can watch the boys do
what
their
a
thing.
weak ass
I'm
state of
tired.
mind.
I'm so tired, Brian. I'm tired. It's been show after show. I wasn't, and not just this weekend. Like before this, I've just been like, I did like what 6 or 7 shows already, and I've got like more lined up. Like I'm tired. You know, I just wanted to come watch some comedy with my friends.
Aw, I'm
I know.
Bianca. I get too much stage
Okay,
time.
all right, okay. But I got there and Betsy was like, "There's nobody here for the open mic," and I thought some people. Like I sent a message. I was like, "Who's going to Pagosa?" Like, you know, you're a bunch of mic whores too, right? Like, you know, you're gonna complain that there's one mic in town.
Well,
But then you're not gonna drive.
I did a mic that day.
That day, yeah.
At the Powerhouse. I was showing my love to Jill.
I'm just saying, she's cool. Go out there because
I will.
she's awesome.
She never fucking lets me know. Last time I hit her up about being on a show, she was like, "It's full. Sorry." I was like, "Okay," because the Dead Room Boys told me there was a show, so I hit her up and she was like, "It's full."
Well,
I didn't know about the open mic until you told me about it.
Okay, well, she posted something.
And by Sunday afternoon, I was a little turned up and wasn't driving to Pagosa. You want to go home or you want to go to jail?
I want to go home.
Yeah. Your boy always wants to go home.
It's a good room. It's like really like, especially, I don't know if they do it outside all the time, but like, and the people that own the hotel were awesome, you know. So I got there and she was like, do you want to do time? And I was like, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
And I thought like maybe that would happen if I got there, but I wasn't. I was also like so hungover that I was not about to leave at 2 to get there at 3 to tell jokes. I was like, I'm just gonna go, whatever, I'll get there late enough and I won't have to tell jokes. And of course, when I get there, she's like, do you want to do some time? And I was like, okay, fine, like whatever.
Yeah, that's the other ththing. That mic at the Powerhouse went to like 4:15. So I was just like, there's not even guaranteed. Yeah, there's. Because it started at 2, but there wasn't even guaranteed stage time. Like, if I'm not there by the mic, you know, I don't even know if I can get on. Plus, I was
I guess
tipsy.
Maybe just like message her before you go and be like, hey, is it worth me driving? I'm sure she'll tell you like, yeah, I can give you time, or no, like I don't have room for you. Kind of like how you did. I'm just saying, like it was cool. Those people, it was a lot like Dolores actually. I just did like my, you know, whenever I show up somewhere and I wasn't planning on doing stuff, I just pull out my one-liners, just like all my dark shit, and like really time it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've done one of her shows and it was fantastic.
It was great. It was really fun. And Betsy's cool as hell. I wish.
No, Betsy's cool.
Yeah, I wish I got to know her a little bit better, but you know, I was busy being a huge bitch before during comedy, and now
you do seem like a better person. Nice. I'm gonna be honest.
As of recently,
yeah,
there's something about like having your heart crushed into a million pieces, moving across the country, like, you know, just like all these little things.
Across the country
to the next state over. Far, dude. It's a 9-hour drive.
No, it's not
close.
I'm
in Mexico, you know, like it's not.
You
easy
are not.
Yes, we are.
No,
it's not easy to get to, you know, to get to Durango. Oh God, it's been a wild weekend. I woke up at 4 a.m. So there's a leak in my apartment that they haven't fixed for like, there's just like plaster falling from the ceiling. So I woke up at 4 a.m. on Friday to drive out here, take all of my clothes out of my closet and put them on the bed so that when I get home I don't have shit to clean up because I don't trust them to fix it. I get in the car and my fucking tire pressure light comes on. And I was like, here we fucking go. Here we go. All right. 4 quarters comedy. Well, I mean, for me and him to drive through all the like, I mean, we didn't go through Sedona, Flagstaff. You know, we went through like the Hodunk way to get like through all the res to get to like Farmington to get to here. So I'm not trying to break down out there with someone who I know cannot change a tire. Neither one of us.
You bitch, I can.
I bet he could.
Right, well, maybe if
and just check your tire pressure.
That was just presumptuous and mean.
It has been a wild weekend. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying I can change a tire, bitch. All right.
Okay, Tony can change a tire. That's great.
And all I'm saying is just check your tire pressure. And you're fine.
No, that's what we did.
Sensors go out all the time.
No,
yeah.
Right. Well, not in my. I've had that car for 5 years, and I've never had I've never.
That's about when shit starts going wrong.
Right.
That's the thing.
It was just like it seemed like really crazy, like when the day first started, and then it just got better and better and better.
I get it. Shit starts stacking up. Your roof is falling in. You get in the car and you're like, great, it's not perfect. Fuck.
Yeah.
My willingness to live is getting little and little.
I was just like operating on like 4 hours of sleep to go not do shows. Like that's, you know, I wanted to come and like enjoy, but it's also like, okay, I'm not on it, and that's the, you know,
I legitimately didn't believe that she wasn't gonna be on shows this weekend.
No,
I was like, why would you drive me all the way out here?
Because we're friends.
I know. I appreciate you. Don't get me wrong. I love you to death. You're fucking awesome.
She drove you all the way here for one guaranteed spot. 2. You were on the Dirty Show.
I was on the
Dirty
Show already. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 spots. You guys both did more than that. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I
did 3.
3.5 plus a mic.
Yeah.
Oh, plus the mic. Yeah, that's a fun mic that Emma runs.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, this was the worst week in the past, like, 3 months.
That's,
It's been back on the patio. It's been packed every week. It's been almost too supportive. It's felt like laugh therapy,
That's
honestly.
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Like, where I feel like people that aren't really taking risks, but they're like,
Having fun. who
I'm
cares?
gay. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there does seem to be a theme where it's just like, I'm gay, give it up. And everybody claps.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like,
It's my
fuck you.
motherfucking
Right at
birthday,
show,
bitch. That's my new favorite way to open shows.
I hated that it worked out. I was like,
oh my
God
god,
damn it.
I've been opening a lot of shows with that because I don't know where I came up with it, but
It's hard to come up with an opener.
it's a great opener because
Yeah.
you get the crowd right away. People are like, "Oh, it's your fucking birthday," and they're like, "No, it's not," and they're like, "Ah."
You got me.
Because it's like kind of a laugh because they're like, "Oh, you got me," but it's also just like, "Oh, I feel dumb," and that like invokes reaction. So that's like, yeah,
It's a good balance for you.
It's funny because I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that opener, like at the show we did on Saturday. No way I could that people would have been like,
yeah.
just like snaps
Yeah.
or something. But I did that joke I did this show at a weed cafe where people are just like,
Harambe?
Harambe, or you can just like smoke and like chill. And they
Nice.
fucking loved that shit, dude. It was so fun.
Well, stoners get excited easily.
This is true.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh my God, it's a special day.
I've never been to that venue, but I'm doing a show on
Dude,
the
it's
28th.
a cool
That's
venue.
nice. Yeah.
It's a cool,
I get
yeah.
to feature there. That's
Shout
gonna be
out
fun.
Kenny. Shout out Aria, maybe that's her name.
Who?
Who cares?
The
Harambe?
lady who owns it.
So
Oh, I don't know.
sad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Harambe.
y'all are super cool. Shout out Harambe Cafe in Tucson.
Shout out.
Yeah.
If I
cool,
come out,
cool.
I'm trying to
I
do
had
sets.
it was kind of embarrassing because I don't smoke, right? And they booked me for the show, and so I'm like standing outside, like looking at my friends through the window, like watching them tell jokes. And I'm like, oh, there was Connor's punchline, like that was it. And then I went
What
in
a
and
fucking nerd.
I know I'm a nerd. I know.
Oh, they're smoking weed in there.
I did a lot of CBD jokes, I was like, where are my CBD people at? And one person's like, whoa, and I was like, hell yeah, are we gonna get together after this and like go to sleep or what? So
Yeah,
it was super fun.
Fuck
it was
that place
fun.
up.
It was
You know how you said you feel like validated about being offered a dirty show? Where you're just like, I can do this
those
shit.
are my people.
That's how I feel when I get offered to host on 420. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's in your blood, dude.
yeah,
It
you
would be a
want some
crime if you
motherfucking
didn't
weed
do it.
jokes?
Yeah.
I got you. I'm the weed guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I got to do the first 420 show they did at the Wench with Roxy. It
Mm-hmm.
was probably the most fun because I got to host. It was right back when I got from Bisbee with doing the stand-up show, and then I got to host for Pauly Casillas, who's probably one of the funniest people
He's a
I've ever met
crusher.
in Tucson.
I'm
It's
doing a show with him on the
ridiculous.
16th. I'm very intimidated.
He's so funny. He's fucking ridiculous.
He is ridiculous.
But I felt like a full circle for me when I did the trip to Bisbee for the first time, because I got to do the Stanhope show, and the guy who actually gave me my very first showcase was on the show too. So I felt like I got to bring him up after my set, and I felt like that was like a what's the word?
Full circle.
Full
That's
circle,
right.
yeah. And then I opened for Pauly the next Monday for the 420 show. And I was like, this is the coolest fucking
This is my
week of
life right
comedy.
now.
Yeah, it was
Just a
dope.
good
That's how I
run.
feel
Yeah.
about this weekend. I'm like, this is my life, and these are my friends.
this weekend did make me realize, like, this is what I want to do.
I love
Yeah,
comics.
Because me and Dave just went and played
Stupid.
Frisbee golf in the morning, and then
Yeah.
we'd talk about jokes, and then fucking get ready for the sets that night,
Yeah.
and do comedy,
Talk a
and
lot
then
of
drink with
shit.
all your friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's all
That's
I
what we
want to
do.
That's all.
That's
all we
pretty much
do.
all we do.
That's awesome.
I don't know anything about Tony except
That's
he's good.
fucking facts, dude.
Today I was like,
I don't know shit
today-
about you.
Today I was like, what's your favorite color, my guy? Like, I don't know anything about you.
What is your favorite color?
I'm just fine.
I don't have a single favorite color. I have like 3 favorite colors.
Fair enough.
It's red, black, and white. I need any of those.
The
Any
three
of those
colors he can
combinations.
see.
Yeah.
Georgia Falcons. There you go.
There it is. Wham, wham.
The button is actually red, black, and white for
Is it
For
really?
for
you,
fun
too.
facts.
For
Yeah.
me? Oh shit.
Man, that
I
whiskey
have to
did
keep
good.
it.
I feel good now. Let's start over.
Let's start over. You shit.
I got some shit to say.
Well, fucking let her fly. We got like 15 minutes left.
Let me check my notes.
Oh,
All I have written here is open mic Moe's.
Interesting.
Earrings.
that already happened. Earrings.
Oh, I had little one-liners. There's a lot of
All right.
dogs
Are
here.
we're just gonna do some jokes?
No,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
right,
gonna
that's
talk
right.
about what I've observed in
In
fucking
Durango.
Durango.
A lot of dogs.
A lot of dogs, and like I realized there aren't a lot of Asians here, huh?
Mm-mm.
It's a dog's heaven right here, right now.
Not a lot of,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a lot of diversity in general. Tony.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Mostly white people.
I wore my nicest sweater for this podcast.
Well, you look good.
Thanks.
It's
Yeah.
his only sweater.
It's
He's
my
been
only
wearing
sweater.
it 3 days in a
That's
row.
not true. It was last night and today.
Okay.
Seems fine. It's a sweater. It's what sweaters are for. Jesus.
I don't have room to talk. I've been dressing like a degenerate because that's how I feel in my heart.
Yes, we're sad
comedy,
too, Bianca.
Comedy.
We're all sad comedy. I like how everyone's like,
Yeah, we were a little hesitant to shit on you. I feel like if somebody,
Come on.
if one of my friends
if you're
said
gonna
that,
shit
I
on
would
me,
shit
I
on
want
them.
you to do it to my face.
Oh, totally.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. Throw it out there. I'm ready.
I just don't feel like being mean.
do you want me to roast you or what?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Give me a couple.
I'll give you a 1.
All right, let's hear it.
Bianca, Tucson Bianca is pretty fucking all right. But once you come to Durango, Colorado, you realize that Bianca's just Colorado basic.
What is Colorado basic?
I don't know. It's
Oh, you're
it's
talking
everyone.
about 'cause, like,
It's everyone
I'm,
I've seen on
hiking
Bumble
and-
today. Yeah, it's like hiking is not a personality. All of you have just little miniature dogs or a mountain bike. Everyone here knows how to garden for no reason.
Uh-huh.
Everyone here knows how to garden, like properly.
Yeah,
too.
we
It's
have a
not-
garden. Yeah.
It's like it's weird. Like if you had meth heads, they'd know like that's not how you do petunias. You know what I mean? They
Right.
fucking Durango is just a crazy, crazy town. I love it. I don't know if I could live here.
Durango,
but I
you a
love
hoe.
visiting. Yeah, Durango,
You a hoe.
different.
Yeah, when I moved here, it was exactly what I needed. I came from Farmington. I imagine it's not too far off of how Tucson feels, but they
From
have.
Farmington?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, I hate Farmington. First
Nice.
of all, Phoenix feels like a giant Farmington, so I guess that's why.
Okay, yeah, no.
I guess that's
Tucson's
why I
like,
put that
yeah.
connection.
Tucson's like a little bit cooler, but not that much.
Yeah.
It's just grungy enough for me.
Right.
Just grungy enough.
What does
yeah.
grungy mean?
It's like Tucson's like kind of dirty, but then like we can kind of dress it up a little bit.
Like artsy?
Yeah, like but there's like art and culture. If you go to like the north side of town,
Just a lot of drugs.
yeah, there's a lot of
Tucson.
drugs too.
Bianca heard her first gunshots the other
I
day. I
did.
was very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like, "Welcome to Tucson."
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
Thank
live in a
you.
meth neighborhood. Lots of gunshots.
Yeah,
Told her wait till she hears machine guns.
dude,
Those
if you're
nights are
trying
crazy.
to like do stuff for real, and I know you're making moves in like other areas of your life, like you have to leave.
I know. I need to leave. I want to leave. I'm working on some shit that I can't bail
Can
on.
you go to Phoenix and then?
No, I'm not going.
So
to
you have a
Phoenix.
place to stay while you do mics up there?
No,
Oh.
so I can live closer to my best friend.
Yeah, give it time. I gotta be here at least another year. I got shit going on that I can't bail on now.
That pretty face isn't gonna last forever, Brian.
Who, mine?
Yeah.
I don't think my face is why I get a good reaction
No, that's why it was funny.
or why I get booked.
You know,
We're not that alike.
it's funny because
Bianca.
on the way up here, she said that's all you get booked for. That's your pretty face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, I was
talk-
like,
she was
Brian
talking
is like
mad shit on my
the
opinion.
yeah, he's like the hot boy of.
Yeah, that's what
If there
she
was
said.
a hot boy of Durango comedy, I mean, we've already answered.
Used
that.
to be
It's
Jonas.
fucking-
Yeah, it's Brian. Look out,
no, it's
Jonas.
not
I don't know
Brian.
any of these people. I'm trying to know. Like I know Jadrian. I met Emma.
Where has Bailey been?
Bailey's here. Bailey's still. Oh, he was out of town this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would have.
Oh, Bailey's a
said
dude.
Transgender
Bailey's a
dude.
dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, dude. Dude's
Him.
fine.
Dude.
Him, he, all that jazz.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he would probably be the hot boy.
Yeah, that's what Emma said too. I feel like it's
It's just so fun to watch. Like, take a step back and look at the relationships between. I hung out with Ryan McArdle a lot, and I was like, Ryan's like that guy that hangs around high school too long. Like, he used to be the hot boy of comedy, and now he's like getting married, and he's like still kind of hangs around. I love you, Ryan.
yeah, he's a weird dude. I want him to book me. Book me, Ryan.
I sent Ryan a thank you note the other day.
He's not
because I
around
was
very
like-
often.
Yeah, just when exciting stuff is happening. I get that.
Yeah.
I used to be that way too. Before I got the comedy disease that I didn't know
It's
I
called the
had.
bug.
I have it, dude. I have it, and I
used to always try to talk her. Just come do a set. Come do a set.
I was
I have
doing
friends
shit.
like that too. I was like, come on, you just come try it. You'd be fucking hilarious. My buddy
But
Eunice. Shout out
he's-
to Eunice.
But she started doing comedy before I did. She
Yeah.
used to be a
Oh,
comic,
gotcha.
and then
Yeah.
she wasn't doing
well, I was
sets.
dancing.
And
I was
every once in a while,
volunteering my
she'd show up
time.
and get a way better spot than me, and that pissed me off because I was at every mic.
dude, she got in Tucson and immediately started getting booked, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
She's one of the
Well,
few
my
women that helps.
I mean, I'm not great. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot of areas I need
I'm
to
not
grow
saying
in.
you
but
didn't deserve it.
Right.
It sounded
like-
like you were.
A little. I mean, just a
No,
tiny bit. But.
if I want to be petty about it, I've done way more shows than you. I'm not mad that you got your fucking hot spot right away. That's
well,
dope.
and it's not like I started and people started booking me. It's like I told people like I just moved here, but I've been doing this for a little while. You know, I've been working 3-ish, 4-ish months.
No, you
right consistently.
when you hit consistent, you were there every mic.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay. Start showing Bianca a little respect in my mind, at least.
Just
you
a
know
little
what I mean?
bit. Please
Just a
not
little
to my
Isn't it fun when
face.
people that you didn't think would get like on your totem pole like more respect? I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
look at you grow. All right.
Well, I was just happy she was putting an effort
Yeah.
to comedy because she would show up every now and then, and it was always to the best mic in town. You know, the once a month mic that everybody crushed at. She'd
Yeah.
show up and do good because I'm not saying it wasn't funny, but it's also the most supportive crowd.
Yeah.
But when you see people showing up for that, but they don't show up for everybody eating shit in front
Yeah.
of 6 people
I get
at the
that.
mic
I
get that.
you
Show up
feel
for
like you
mics.
have
See,
to go to because it's the only way to keep it open.
And I'll get shit on for even saying it's like, you know why some people get booked in our scene is because like people see other people at mics. Because if I don't see you every week, I'm not gonna remember you. But if I
Yeah.
see you every week consistently, like, okay, I know that joke. Yeah, that joke got better.
Right.
Um,
And you, after a while, you start noticing when they're doing good or bad or when
Yeah.
they're on a hot streak. Dude, Jadrian hit this hot streak that you wouldn't believe like a month ago, and he
I
just
noticed.
could not miss,
I
bro.
noticed.
awesome.
I
And then he
love
did
him. I love
30.
you,
It
Jadrian.
was
he did
amazing.
Jadrian did 30.
Yeah, he did
I wanna hear
30.
that.
It was really, really
I'm
good.
sure he has it somewhere.
I didn't go to the bar. I didn't take a piss. I watched every minute of it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Because he was on such a hot streak. I was like, I got to see what this motherfucker's got.
That's great.
I want to.
That's great.
Being sober probably helped. I'll be honest. Court mandated sobriety.
Yeah, he was telling me about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get the argument of like come to like how dare you just come to laughs, right? And just do their open like
No,
fuck you.
I don't. It's
But
not
at
how
the same-
dare you.
Well, but
Agreed.
But at the same time, it's like I get it. If you're not out here at mics like working like the rest of us, okay. But some people, I know, take a step back, just want to do this as a hobby. It's just
Yeah,
fun for them.
that's true.
So why can't they come too? Isn't that why we call it an open mic?
Okay. My main beef was there was a little favoritism at this one really good mic.
That's fair.
And I felt like I was putting in the work and I got put on the end of the show every week, like
Yeah.
when half the crowd had already left. But the people that were showing up once a month were with the hot crowd. So I just felt like I was getting snubbed a little bit, but I was putting in the work. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would
Oh,
show
yeah,
up.
that
I would
happens.
show up and I would say, "Hi, Ryan."
And
how's it
Ryan's
going?"
like,
And-
"Oh, pretty girl, you can go third."
No, what would happen
Wow.
was I went there and I was like, "Hi, Ryan, I'm number 8." Like that was literally what I would do. So
Power
I
move.
tried. I
I
showed
am-
up before
I'm a
everybody
better
signed up
person.
early.
Really?
I'm
Yep.
a better person.
And he would
now.
decide the order.
Well,
This
it's
is
not
like-
your fault.
No, it's not.
your
It's not your fault
yeah,
at all.
No one's shitting
You're
on
right.
you.
It's not my fault that Ryan doesn't have a backbone, but he does put on some really good shows.
For sure.
know?
Some of the best that Durango has ever
Yeah.
seen, Ryan MC is responsible
He
for.
doesn't listen to the podcast.
No.
so.
Fuck no.
I
He's
don't-
been
Why
out.
you guys
I
shit
don't
on
know.
him
I don't
all the
care.
time?
Yeah.
But
I don't
Yeah,
care.
whatever.
I'm
What-
Tony.
what
I
we're
say
saying-
whatever I want.
I will say I don't.
Go ahead.
I have no reputation in
Go ahead,
Durango.
go ahead.
Yeah, you're the funny blind guy.
Yeah, there you go. I'm disabled and minority. You can't say shit. Touch me. No.
I think your blindness takes over the minority. Nobody even notices, which is,
that's crazy.
or at least
I-
me.
Okay, I like that.
I've never heard anybody yet say the blind Mexican dude.
That's fair. Did you hear my blind Tony joke last night?
You left.
Oh, okay. No, it's
I
an
did
old
laugh.
joke. It's a throwaway
Dude,
joke.
we had
now.
a lot of fun at the end.
Good.
I got kind of messy, but
Yeah.
but it's just because I don't know. It's like again, letting loose. And I started really strong on Friday, and I think it progressively got worse. But I had the most fun last night at the mic. At the very end, oh man, it was so funny. Emma was like, "This is just a what did she say?
It's
this
a
is
bad
reunion of a
episode
reality TV
reality
show." It was hilarious, dude.
Nice.
It was really fun.
Yeah, kind of wished I stayed, but I was done.
Dude, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I was done. I'm always supportive. I'm always the guy that's there, tries to help, whatever, with numbers of audience members or whatever.
Yeah.
But last night I was just done. Like,
Fair
I stay
enough.
as long as I can, depending on my ride or if I can get a ride. That's
Right.
always my thing.
that's fair.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel I'm glad we have a couple of days to like relax, but
Yeah.
this has been super fun. It's been a super fun week.
It was a super
I
fun
had
week.
a
Yeah,
blast
sorry I
here.
tried to die in your podcast room, but
It's okay.
I feel great now.
Nice.
Whiskey will do it.
Well, I guess let's wrap it up.
Oh, shit. What a
Are you gonna
whirlwind of a
start coughing now?
podcast.
No, I'm good.
Did you even have questions for us? We feel like we just came in here as like Tasmanian
That's
devil
what we
this whole
do.
podcast.
There's
I don't know. I
no-
just wanted to talk.
Oh, okay.
We're just talking shit, dude.
I just try to be. I mean, I
You
try
wanna
not
be
to get
topical?
too interviewy.
Yeah.
I just want to have a conversation. This is how I made friends when I first started comedy. I had already been doing the podcast for like a year.
Oh, really?
And then, trying to get into the Durango clique, as it were.
All 5 of them.
It was hard. Like my first 4 mics,
Yeah,
nobody
like
really
12
wanted
of
to
you.
fuck with me. And then I walked up to Elliot and I was like, yo, I do a podcast. And all of a sudden, bam, best friends.
You know what's so funny is everybody in Tucson has a podcast, Brian.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I'm like one of 2 in Durango.
I love that for
and
you,
the other
honestly.
one has nothing to do with comedy, which is, I mean, they try to be funny, but it's
Yeah.
not comedy based.
No,
Oh.
everyone. I had a podcast. I've been on every single. I'm the old man in the scene now in Tucson. One of the old men. I'm not the old man. There's still people that come out, but fucking, I think I've been on so many podcasts, and half of them haven't been released because they just stopped doing the podcast. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
That's a
now
bummer.
there's it is what it is though.
Yeah. I mean, you put in effort. It'd be cool if it was
Yeah.
at least available to promote yourself in any
Yeah.
way.
Well, that's what I was doing during COVID. It was like, we got a podcast then. That's it. We got to do it because there's no other way to get our creative juices out right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm excited to be like, here, all my friends in Tucson listen to this podcast. It's my friend Brian,
Nice.
which if we can plug some stuff.
Yeah,
I know you
please.
do that at the end. Let's see. I'm hosting at the Music Box on Saturday,
Yeah, you
the 9th. Let's see. Tucson Improv Movement. Shout out Rich Gary. I'm doing that on the 15th. I'm doing a women's stand-up showcase with Jen Lamfers at the Screening Room. Shout out David at the Screening Room. That's an awesome room.
That was a
You
great
got-
room.
you should
The
really
screening
come
was
down.
really
You should
fucking
really come
fun.
down and
I'll make a
visit,
trip.
and
I'll
we'll hit
plan
the
it out.
mics.
So
Also on the 16th, I'm doing the High Wire Lounge Comedy Showcase. Mo Urban is putting that on. Polly Casillas
Yeah,
is on
I'm
that.
gonna go watch that. That's gonna be a good show.
Okay. And then I'm doing another Filth show. Very excited about that. That one's not till the 13th of November, but that's at JP's Comedy Club in Phoenix.
damn.
Gilbert.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, Nick Perlow and Chris Quinn are putting that on. So that'll be really fun. And then I'm doing Harambe Cafe on the 20th of November. I know I
Are
have.
you?
Yep.
All right.
I have of November.
I
Not
only
the
have-
one that you're on.
Okay, I have a different booking in November.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm plugging all of that so that now they have to listen to and subscribe to your podcast. All of those people that I said I would plug for.
Because this podcast is gonna move tickets for all of those.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we have a
That's right.
giant following in Tucson, Phoenix area.
I've got friends out there.
I mean,
What,
we
you think
definitely have some listeners. Dustin and Josh came on.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's right.
I mean, you
Fucking-
said the last time I was here, your views went up because I was on. I made friends in Tucson, acquaintances,
Hell yeah.
colleagues.
No,
you
I
know?
love it.
And then we're doing a show.
Oh yeah,
way
this
in
is
December.
my I think it's my second ever headlining spot. So
Sick.
yeah, and I'm very excited. She's gonna feature for me.
Nice.
Oh my god!
So
I
that'll be a
can't.
good
You know,
show.
Like fuck a proposal.
That'll be.
You know what I mean? Like,
Fucking
seriously,
idiot.
fuck a proposal. Like, will you feature? Oh my god!
You drove me 9 hours to a comedy festival you weren't gonna be a part of.
Don't you
like,
dare! Don't you
I
dare
don't
make that
owe
the
you
reason.
fucking something?
Okay, but don't. Oh no! See, I don't like that.
What?
You don't owe me a spot on your show. Like, I want to have earned that shit.
Yeah, and I
Right.
think you. By the time we get to December,
He doesn't want to fuck up his show. He thinks you're good enough.
Yeah,
But I don't want other people to be like, oh yeah, Bianca gets to go hang out with Tony because.
I'm just saying you've done a lot for me this weekend. Like you got me out of state again, right? You got like I wouldn't have met anybody here. Like I'm returning the favor, and not because like just be on it, because I've seen you fucking kick ass since you've been in Tucson.
I'm trying.
You want to come out here and you kicked ass. People are like, holy shit, Bianca
No.
is better now.
Mm-mm.
She is a presence.
I got lucky.
Yeah.
And I heard real good things about your Friday show.
Oh,
Thank-
Friday show
thank
was
you.
awesome.
I heard you murdered.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I heard Elliot was nervous.
that he said it on stage too.
Really?
I'm not gonna say that compliment doesn't live in my head rent free. Like, I'm not gonna say that. Thank you. I'm trying to work on taking compliments. Thank you.
Oh.
That was a fantastic show though. She murdered.
It was fun.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Oh, I just wanted to hit the duck.
Oh,
It wasn't quite hype worthy.
You have other things on this table?
Yeah, there's a few things.
I don't know. You say I've done a lot for you, Tony, but again, there were days when moving across the country is hard.
Across the country.
It is. So far away. Moving abroad is hard. I know that means out of the country, but it sounded funny.
Right on. That Arizona's a
There
different country.
were days where like it was hard, man. Like I was lonely for like especially the first like month and a half. It was just like soul crushing, especially since I work from home now and I wasn't supposed to.
So you're just always home.
Always, yeah, or at a mic, but like you can't, even if you're
You
around
and
40
Imogene.
dudes and you don't know people, like you can be in a room full of people and still feel lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And there were and like Tony and I clicked like right away. I met him like 3 days after I moved, and there were I told you this, there were literally days where if I could make you laugh, like that was it for that day.
Yeah, she was
It's
in
like
a dark place.
it was
Sounds
rough.
like it.
It was rough, man.
I need a cripple laugh today, otherwise my life's gonna be shit.
If I could make a cripple laugh every day, I'd be.
No, I hear you. I
So-
appreciate you.
I love you,
I love you too.
stupid.
Yeah, I love you. You fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
I'm gonna punch her. No, she when
Not
she showed up to
too
Tucson, it was
fast.
just fucking. I was like, oh sweet, another female comic, but then she's like fucking rocked that house there. Oh no, it was the
pizza place.
Catalina Craft Pizza,
Fucking
fun
crushing at the
place to
pizza
do
parlor.
comedy. Shout out to Kenny and Tony out
Shout
there.
out Kenny.
Oh yeah.
And
And
Stephanie,
Gratitude and Stephanie and
whatever the fuck-
Trey
yeah.
and Dick.
Tucson's
what's his
kinda
name?
cool.
Dickhead, Coy Dick, Shy
Shy
Dick,
Dick.
fucking
Fucking
Shy Dick?
idiot, yeah.
That's
It's
my nickname.
something Johnson. What's his name?
Coy.
Coy. Yeah. Whatever.
Ugh.
Did we mention all of our friends?
Those aren't my friends. They're nice people.
Okie dokie.
Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chalva people for the intro outro music. You got dates to plug, Tony? Or?
December 13th. Oh no, wait, sorry. October 28th. I am featuring at where the fuck? Oh, Harambe
Harambe.
Cafe. That's why I knew I'm high. Harambe Cafe and featuring for Pauly Casillas. Very fun show. Come check that out.
Fuck yeah.
I don't remember what the fuck I had booked. I have a booking in November 18th, and I don't remember what the fuck the details were. So I'll call
And then
in on your next
December.
episode and
Word.
let you know.
Yeah, that'll
and then
work.
December
Yeah.
13th is my headlining spot that I get to
Yeah.
do again. So I'm gonna do that. Well, come watch both of us.
Come watch
Bianca's
both
gonna be
of us.
featuring for me.
Dude, I can't.
All
I'm
right,
really
we're gonna do an outro,
excited.
then you can cry.
Yeah.
Right on. Well,
Um,
you guys got a closing statement?
Jeff, I'm so sorry I stole your earrings.
I knew it was Jeff.
I'll mail them back to you.
All right, love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally. Hearing me locally, lyrically, know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn the whack news to history. Let them do their thing, instead I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm knocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could have died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like yeah. What my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke escape. PlayStation, he looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit. Sit back and face this real type. I've been smoking instrumental playlists, chill in the cut. Now these small places I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away.